welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload, which is a few times a week. So if you don't know from the title, we are going to be doing a review on the Plouise Read All About It the Nude palette. I created this look, and I also used for the first time the Plouise lip base, and this is in the shade Left on Red, as you can see. Before we get into the look, I just want to talk a bit about the palette. So it's not a new palette, it's been around for about 5 months, I think. This palette does retail for £43. It features a range of 36 super pigmented creamy nude shadows suitable for any skin complexion. It has a buttery and smooth formula designed for a seamless and flawless blend. So it does contain 7 shimmers and 29 mattes, which I think is a really good combination as well, because I feel like a lot of palettes, especially like nude palettes, they go overboard with the shimmers and there's not a lot of mattes, whereas this has got a matte for every skin tone and it's got all sorts of mattes in there. And there's not just brown shades as well, you have got your oranges, your purples, your khakis, and like olive toned as well, and a lot of different toned lights as well, so you like mauvey, pinky and that sort of thing. And I feel like these 3 rows hit, oh you can't even see where because it's so big. The first 3 rows are your lights, so your transitional shadows. The next 3 rows are your medium shadows, and then the last 3 rows are your dark deepening shades. So it has been laid out really well for you, which is one thing that I do like about this palette. I know that a lot of thought has gone into this packaging. As you can tell, there's loads to read as well, which I haven't had a chance to yet, and if I'm honest, I'm probably not going to as well. That's the only thing. So I think sometimes, even though a lot of thought has gone into the packaging, I think a lot of it is wasted, really. I know some people will read it, but I won't. It is a really bulky packaging, but Plouise, that is her brand, big, bulky and extra. So if you don't like it, then obviously you're looking at the wrong brand basically. But I don't mind it, you know, it is a bit difficult to store, but I just put it into my trolley rather than a drawer. I feel like though, because it's got so many shades in there, if you were to travel, you could probably just take this one palette, even though it is huge. It seems like a very good palette for makeup artists as well. I just want to show you a few of the swatches. So I'm literally just going to go in with just there is such a range of tones in here, despite it being like your nude palette. Very, very buttery and very pigmented as well. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then please stay tuned. I've done one eye off camera. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably my 3rd attempt at filming this video. Although this eye's turned out okay, like when I was trying to film last night, it just wasn't working, and so I just took it all off, went to bed, woke up, and then today started again because I was determined to make it work. So just gone obviously very neutral, but I do think I want to do a bit of purple underneath. So yes, so we've got the Plouise cancelled, well, Read All About It the Nude palette. So I've already primed my eyes with the Plouise base shade 2 as always. That's, I swear, the only primer that I really use, and I'm just going to make sure all the creases are blended out because it's been on my eyes for... First of all, I'm going to take my Morphe M506 brush, so just a small blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Bunting, so the shade here, quite a deep dark shade to be honest, and I'm just going to concentrate that on my outer edge and just press it in. And then I'm just going to take a clean Sigma E36 brush, so a very small blending brush with no product on, and I'm just going to blend out that shade a little bit just to help my next shade. Okay, so that's blended nicely, and now I'm going to take my Peaches EC22 brush, so just a small fluffy brush basically, and I'm going to go in with, so hard to pick up this palette, I'm going to go in with Cancelled, so this shade right here, and I'm just doing 50-50 over the other shade in small circular motions, and then bring it onto the inner part of my eye as well. And I'm going back in my Sigma brush and just blend it out a bit more. I'm just going to go back into that dark shade, so that Ranting shade, and just really intensify that dark shade. Then back in my Sigma brush, make sure it's blended, and then back in with my Cancelled brush. So like so. I'm just going in with a large fluffy brush, so this is the Spectrum B06 for the Mean Girls range, and I'm going to tap into a mixture of Fake News, Filter, and a little touch of Report, so this mustard shade here. So I'm just going to dab, 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 and very, very lightly just blend on the edges. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop a bit of my Plouise base on the back of my hand, just a small little dollop. And I'm just taking a flat, fluffy headed brush and just lightly dab into it, but also blot it out on your hand so it's not too much product. And just focus it on the inner part, just creating a rough out crease. Just something for our shimmer shadows to stick onto. And then we're going to use a mixture of Misleading and Publish. So this Misleading on the inner part and then Publish on the middle. So we're going to go in with the dark one. So Publish first, which is a really nice olivey, brassy shimmer, and Misleading is more of a goldy shimmer. So just tap in a bit of Publish first. How nice is that? And then Misleading. And I'm also going to take a Plouise brush and just go into Misleading, so the lighter shade, just to go right up here. I'm also going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to use a bit of the white shimmer, so Exclusive, which is this one here, for my very inner corner. And I'm going to go back into that dark shade, so the Ranting, and reapply to the edge. And then back in with Cancelled. Mix with a bit of Report, that mustardy shade, and then in with my fluffy brush with those lighter shades. So now I'm going to use the Plouise Brow Gel, and this is going to be like my gel liner. So I'm just going to open up the tube and I'm just going to squeeze a bit out of the tube like so and just put it on the back of my hand. It does dry quickly, so you just have to work quick. And I'm just taking, this is just an Eco Tools brush from a set, but it's just a flat angled brush, and just pinch it with the white and then coat it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to stamp an eyeliner basically. And then once that is dry, I'm just going to clean off my brush, and then I'm going to go into Problematic. So this shade here, it's like a chocolatey brown, and I'm just going to stamp over the liner. Okay, so that's the top of the eyes done. I'm just going to go off camera, do the rest of my face, put on my lashes, and then we will return and do the lower lash line. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've done the lips. I've done this in a bit of a weird order because I'm not going to lie, I did actually forget to do the under eye, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I actually haven't done anything. So I think I'm going to go in with... I'm just going to use the same shade. So I'm just going to use a Morphe M152 brush, a really small brush, and I'm just going to go into that Ranting, to that dark shade, and just keep it tight to my waterline, so I don't want it proper smoked out underneath. That's so weird, I can't believe I actually forgot to do my under eye. And I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush, so this is just a Peaches PC34 brush, and just blend it out underneath. And then I'm going to go into that cancelled shade with the Peaches brush. Like that. And I think that's what I'm going to do for that. So I'm just going to pop on a bit of mascara onto my lower lashes. And I'm just using a new L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. It's a good mascara, but it's just very wet. I prefer it when they dry up a little bit, mascaras. Okay, now we're actually finished. So this is the finished look. Let me know down below what you think. I'm actually in love with this look. This is a sort of makeup that I'd wear going out, you know, like glam makeup. Absolutely love it with the red lip as well. So just a quick rundown of the palettes. So this, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really that keen on it. There is a lot of shades to choose from. However, I felt like some of the shades so similar. I think it is like 35 shades or something like that. But then I stopped and refreshed and played with it again properly, and I actually really liked it. It's just that the shadows are so pigmented, so a little does go a long way, and just be careful with it, especially like the dark shades. The dark shades are so pigmented. I really like the shimmer shades. They are very foily and buttery. They applied really nicely, so I have no complaints about the shimmer shades. But yeah, overall I think I do actually really like this palette, so I'm definitely going to play around with it again, and I bet this will be a really good palette for like client makeup as well, because it has all your nudes in there and it has a lot of different undertones as well. And then using the Plouise lip base, love this. I need this in every shade. It applied so easily. Really good colour payoff. It doesn't feel very dry on the lips. It feels absolutely fine. It feels like it's wearable, to be honest. That I could wear it and not worry too much about it clumping off, because that's what I don't like about liquid lipsticks. But this is a little bit different. So yeah, it does feel really nice. So definitely want to try and wear this and check out like the wear test, and then purchase some more if I do really like it, especially like the nudes. And I've seen like an orangey red as well, which I am in love with. And then I also use the Plouise use brow gel as a brown eyeliner, and I'm here for it. It's a perfect colour for a brown eyeliner. It does dry quick, so you have to work quick, but overall I do really like it, and it just, yeah, it's a really good brown eyeliner. So other products that I used on my face, I used the Lottie London Golden Illuminating Coconut Primer, the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Foundation, the original one, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, the Iconic London Liquid Blush in Cheeky Coral, and I also used the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder, the Huda Tantor in the shade Light, my Doll Lights in Like a Diamond, and I used the Coloured Rain Charming Chai bronzer, which I absolutely loved. It blended out so well. So yeah, this is definitely going to be one of my favourite bronzers. And oh, and I also popped on the House of Boo Nisha lashes, which are perfect for like soft glam, going out, wearable lashes. So yeah, definitely recommend these, and they're cheapest chips as well. I'll link all the products that I use down below for you. And yeah, that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also let me know if you want me to do another video on this palette. If not, then I will post something on my Instagram, because I do want to play around with it more. So make sure that you're following me down below on all the socials. And yeah, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit subscribe, and hopefully I shall see you in my next video. Bye!